Hi, I'm from Future Excel Pro, and this is going to be a short video course on importing a CSV file into Excel, namely from dataform.uk.com, the horse racing software, and we'll be creating some horse ratings from the imported file. Today's video is all about importing the CSV file using VBA, and this is to ensure that we have full control over everything that we do with the file. Now you can see on the screen that we've got the 715 from Southall. This has already been analysed along with all the other races from the 28th of August 2025, both from the UK and Ireland. So if I close that window, we then use Pro Export to export the data from Proform, and we load a setup file which has all our values already pre-ticked. You can tick whatever you want as to what sort of data you want in your CSV file. We just click on Go. This will create approximately near enough 2,300 columns, and we've already done that. And this includes horses runs up to and including the 80th run, if they have run that many times. So the file can be quite large, and it'll be even larger once we start putting formulas in that file. So we'll just close that and we'll go to Excel now, where we'll create the VBA to import the file. We click on Developer, Visual Basic, and insert a module, and we will call this import CSV file, and we'll have DF for Dataform. It's always best to name these modules rather than have them named like module 1, module 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. up to 100 or so. We can give them a name to make it easier to identify and edit and find. So we'll start off, we'll just expand this. Full screen makes it a bit easier, especially for me. I'll just give it a couple of comments at the top. So this is going to import the data into the current sheet, which will be the active sheet, and preserve all values as text, so we don't get any form figures like the dashes or slashes for last season or skipped a season interpreted as dates. And for the other data, we can, after we've imported that, we can change the columns to whatever we want, whether it be numbers or percentages, etc., etc. So that's the comments. We'll give it a name. So I'm going to call this subroutine import CSV underscore text all I'll bring in an end sub automatically. I've got all my variables at the top of the subroutine, and we'll paste those in. And we can see the comments on each variable. which gives us a structured way of programming, and anyone can come in and look at the programming code and take over where we've left off if needs be. So we've got csvPath is the file path chosen via a picker. We're going to actually ask the user to pick the CSV file for import, and we will then import that data. So we're going to import it into a worksheet. We're going to make sure that the user is not on a chart, so the VBA will test that. There, and I'm going to set it to the currently active worksheet. So we'll import into the current active worksheet there. This is where we ask the user to choose a CSV file. So this bit of code there. Ask the user to open a CSV file. If the user cancels, well, we can exit cleanly on that routine, and then we can paste the rest of the data in. I've already got nsub in, I believe. Should be whole text pasted in. We've got various private functions there. And it's that's ready to run. We'll save that as import data. Should be a macro file. So we'll just close that, and then we shall run the macro file. And let's go to desktop, find the file that we've exported earlier on this morning, and then open that. And then that's imported all the columns 2301 into the Excel. I'm just going to double check the data from the form figures, and they've all been imported correctly. We can see there's no issues regarding the hyphens or the slashes in that particular file. So it's renamed the sheet 28th of August 2025 based on what was in A2. We've just reversed it just for readability, and then we can work on this file, save it as we want, and the next few videos will be on how to create your own rating system based on the data, and we can have a look all the way to the end. You can see we've got the 80 runs there, and there's 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 on today's card. They've had 80 runs. So if I just scroll back, right, so that's ready for further analysis, which will be, we'll start that in the next video. And if you need the file with the import, scripting, subroutine, and also the private functions that we're using private functions as well, I can bob those in a file and put them on the on the website somewhere for you to download. Okay, so just let me know if you need the file. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully see you again sometime soon. Thank you, and bye.